My name is Angie Abbott, and this is my interpretation of the story of the prodigal son. When I was asked to do this, I wasn't sure exactly how I was going to do this, but I started thinking about how this story relates to people like me and you. I started thinking about how that we all kind of live that story in some degree, and that we may be with God and then maybe we veer away because of our own selfish needs and wants, and that sometimes we find that we lose our way and maybe hit, go through lows and then end up finding our way back to Him again. When I started this collage, I guess you'd say, I was at home and I just started looking through some magazines as I was thinking about it, and I thought, well, I'm gonna just grab all the magazines in my house and all the newspapers in my house and start looking through there to tell the story. I knew I wanted to put the cross in the middle, and I started looking at how I wanted to tell the story. And I was going to do it in 4 parts, but then I thought 3 worked just fine because it's kind of a cyclical thing where, at least for me, I've started out with God. And I know that at times I have veered away, and usually it has to do with material things. And so one of the rays coming off of the cross has a lot of those temptations. I think that all of us find ourselves getting sucked in by all, cell phones and flat screen TVs and cars and the houses that we'd love to have. And it's all about, what can I have? And everything that we see on TV and in magazines is about, you can get this for $0 down, and you have pre-approved credit, and come buy me. And it's so hard because you're so tempted. My husband and I have found ourselves in the situation where the money runs out, and you start experiencing, especially with this economy, we had a job loss, and you realize that the material things are just not that important. And so the bottom ray kind of talks about how people go through those lows. People are losing jobs. You're trying to figure out how to pay your bills because you've overspent, and you're unhappy, and you're trying to figure out what can make you happy, and it gets very just chaotic and crazy, and you think there's nowhere to go, and you don't know what to do, and you think you can figure it out all on your own. And then you remember to go to God and ask Him for help. Not everybody does that, in those steps, but I know that it goes back to Him, and if you ask Him to help you, then He will. He's always there, waiting with open arms, ready to forgive all of the silly things that you've done, and can help you put those pieces back together again and reprioritize and get more connected and rebuild what you may have lost.